I'm gonna say some blasphemy, but I think that the new Evangelion's better than the old.
I should watch those. That might give me some joy.
Dice Man Yo-Yo.
I gotta tell you, I did not enjoy the last Evangelion.
You got first. Good work.
The first Evangelion series, again, parts of it were okay, but it's anyone who's that's the life-changingest anime for me.
Well, consider that came out in 1994, and there was nothing like it before that. It was the first of its kind, and it was followed by a million imitators. So we go, well, what's this? This is just like all the other stuff. Well, it's because everything's copying that.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if in today, in the year of our Lord 2024, if someone still says, "Oh, Evangelion's one of my top 3," the original Evangelion,
that's a little bit weird.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
We can't have an anime last for more than 27 goddamn episodes.
Oh my god!
I gotta say this.
Look at that.
I'm an adult. Even as a kid, it was hard to watch every episode of Dragon Ball Z. If there's no way that I'm going to say I'm going to watch 129 or 291 episodes of an anime today. There's no way in hell. Barely I can watch the 26
I completely agree
episode.
that there is never going to be a One Piece that I will ever watch.
Hell no.
Even if One Piece is great, I'm not watching it because there's a million.
Well, and you know what I'm going to do? If One Piece is that great and there's 1,000 episodes of it, I'm gonna wait for the movies because they're gonna want to market it to my mom. You know, if it's that great,
to your grandson,
and to my whoever, and I'll watch that version. I'll listen and read and whatever that version. I watched the Netflix One Piece.
Did you?
The first 10 episodes of it.
Is it okay?
It's decent, and it's
all the actors looked really much like
they were on
supposed to be.
point. The way that they acted, the way that they behaved, the way they looked, everything looked good, and the music was pretty good. But what I'm telling you.
Oh, that was cool.
Oh, they probably heard you. All the other cars, they look up and they're like, what? Is that Abe? That's why you name your character. Oh!
It is Coriolis affecting as I go.
The first 10 episodes of the Netflix One Piece is probably the first 200 episodes of the actual One Piece.
Oh, okay.
They speed you up quick.
Well, good, because...
That's what I'm saying.
Again, I cannot believe that it's not all schlock when there's 1 trillion episodes.
There's over 1,000.
They're not getting to the point.
They've got 100 volumes plus manga.
Truly, I think, honestly, and I mean this, and people are going to say, but isn't the journey more important than the destination? Yes, but I think if you are trying to tell a story...
And you die before you get to the ending?
Yeah, and you start off reading it when you're 4 and you finish reading it when you're 87, then that means that they didn't write the story very well.
Yeah, or that you have yourself participated in the writing of the story and it took you 87 years.
I feel like it's just because no one can have an idea that is that complex.
No.
That it demands that many chapters to really flesh out the idea.
I believe you.
If you have that long of a story, that means you're waffled for most
floundering.
of it. Most of it was waffling.
Yeah. And I haven't read it. I'm going to tell you guys, all of you who have read it and have kept up on it since you have been in 3rd grade, you know more about it than me, but I also have a lot more free time than you.
We're being haters, so let's say some stuff we freaking like.
Here's some stuff I like. I like the 12 episodes of Gunslinger Girl. That's a good story, and you can wrap it up in 12 episodes.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
That's a great story, and you can wrap that shit up in 12 episodes. I like Kino's Journey. Any episode of Kino's Journey, like Mushishi, you can put it on and go, okay, good, and that's it. I like shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, Gurren Lagann.
Obviously, Gurren Lagann.
You want to talk about why we love Gurren Lagann so much?
I love Gurren Lagann. No.
Okay.
But
it's too sacred? Leave that in the Holy of Holies?
But I gotta say that if I,
Here we go again?
that I like Gurren Lagann...
Oh, here we go again! Yeah.
...is different than the reason that I like Champloo. And
why you like Champloo is the soundtrack.
Wow.
Period. The end.
This can't be happening. Why the hell did you put your hands together? You're winning.
There was a fly in my face.
Who the hell are you anyway?
No.
A full list, full reason. I thought it was boring as Huey. Oh, why did it tell me to go backward?
Because you missed it. You missed the first one.
That's not how a street race works. Oh, did you go to the lane? No. Well, I know that we said we would end up here, but what's the point of having an open world thing if I can't cut corners?
Checkpoints, my dude. Oh my
me. Me. We're going down to the beach to dance with Shaggy and Scoob. Oh my good lord. Look, I'm all past. Just in a nice... I was in first place for a lot of that race, I think. Okay, yeah. I missed the old Kanye. I miss the old Kanye, covered in mold Kanye. I miss the sold Kanye. What do you like about Kanye?
I like when it goes, huh?
Oh, fuck me! Hold on, sorry. Let me try this one more time, and I'm gonna hand it to you for you to do it properly.
Huh?
Look at them all popping their tops. You know, we could update our car. This is the basic bitch car. I think they probably want us to unlock.
There's probably a lot more we could upgrade to, yeah.
I like the new Kanye, covered in dew Kanye.
Hating the Jew.
Oh,
yeah, I waited for
it. Could we release a Brother Smash cover? Oh my good lord! Good job. I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming at all.
It's pretty funny.
I do cringe when I see him like have a fucking meltdown on Tim Pool or whatever. That's. I say, what the fuck, Kanye?
That was funny.
It was funny.
I feel like if I went on Tim Pool and like
you just immediately walk out.
We'll go back to checkpoint.
Fuck this game. You play it. It's better for you.
Listen, it would be really difficult to go on Tim Pool and do something or say something like genuinely good enough. I would tell him to have a whole bunch of people watch it. But if you said something ridiculous and Tim walked out, everyone would watch it. And I think that was.
Did you see the thing where Tim Pool tries to fight R.A. Rugged Man?
No.
Because he thought that he was Caucasian?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tim Pool is like, much to everyone in the world's surprise, he's half Korean or something.
Yeah.
He's convinced that everyone is aware of that. He's convinced that he looks sufficiently Asian that people can racially profile him.
It's because Vice ditched him because he wasn't Korean enough or some shit like that. And so he has to stick up his ass. And he's like, no, this is what happened.
Okay. Well, anyway, the point is that, like, he said something like, yeah, I get stopped at airports because people always think I'm a Korean terrorist. And Rugged Man's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm probably improperly remembering this. But he's like, no, you don't. You're a Caucasoid. And Tim Pool's like, I'll kick your ass right now. And like he stands up to fight him. And they both were like going to physically fight.
You going to the airport? They're not pulling you over because they
No. That's bullshit.
They pull you over?
Yes.
Because you look like what? You
yes,
look like
motherfucker.
What do you look like?
I get randomly flagged every fucking time I go to the airport.
Stop screaming. First of all, talk to me like I'm because I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you are. You are. You actually are, dude. Yeah. You are that guy.
Talk about. I'm not that guy. To fucking hearing that, bitch.
It was
when was the Rugged Man on Tim Pool?
It was like a year ago or something.
Oh, I didn't know this at all. Uh-oh.
I don't even know what they're talking about. I just see the clips of things going wrong. I don't watch their show.
The clips of things going wrong are definitely the best parts. See, that's what I'm saying. So, like,
just to say, I've seen two clips. I've seen the Rugged Man one, and I've seen the Kanye West one. Oh man. Oh no. I also saw when they got swatted. They got swatted live on air. That was funny.
In their studio?
Yeah.
Don't you think the SWAT team would think about that first?
No. I think that they're paid to not think about that. I think that isn't that the whole point of swatting is they're not allowed to question like a good faith.
But don't you think that if the SWAT team got called and they said, hey, I want you to go, it's not like Uber SWAT.
I think it is.
I don't think so. I think if you called and said, hey, could you SWAT this guy? And they said, who is it? And you said, oh, it's the governor's house. They would say, no, we're not going to SWAT the fucking governor.
Well, probably, but I don't know if that's within there.
Oh, we're going to SWAT this guy who's doing a live media broadcast right now and is, no, we're not going to SWAT Fox News.
The point is, I don't understand.
That is funny.
It was very funny for me.
I just don't.
The whole point of swatting is that they're not going to call you in advance and say, like, is it cool if we come and SWAT right now?
No, but what I'm saying is I feel like SWAT should have some fucking discretion before they just...
Well, maybe.
I hope.
But then we don't get funny Tim Pool things.
Oh my god, that's scary.
We release this episode, and then a future episode of Brother Smash, we get swatted.
I know, it's scary for me.
How would that even go, though? They'd kick in the door, which is to the immediate right of us. And I'd say, any drugs and kids chained up in basements in here? And we'd say, no. And they'd say, all right. And they'd leave. Your house is small enough, they wouldn't have to do a thorough search or anything. They just...
Yeah, but I don't think they pay for your door.
That's true. And just like, who's gonna pay for the door? That's not our problem.
Yeah, I think they say, all right, bye, have a nice day. You've been paying for this in your taxes the whole time.
All of this shit doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, of course not.
A decade of work doesn't matter.
No.